Hi, I'm Sides. Welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to show you some different ways you can create a track, you can start a track, you can get some inspiration for a new track with using some cool Logic Pro tips that you may or may not know are available to you. So let's jump right into it. So today I'm going to start with a kick. And I'm going to drag that over here and I'm going to select Quick Sampler Original. So Quick Sampler Original is just going to place it on C. And I can play it on my MIDI keyboard. Or you can press Command K to open up this. This is C2 and it's going to play it on C1. So you just have to move this over to C1. And I'm just going to move this here. It's on slice mode, so that's fine. Or I can put it on classic. And yeah, I'm fine with that. Now, something that I'm going to show you is I'm going to open up Note Repeat. And you can do that by pressing Option, Control, Return. Here is Note Repeat. So now we could adjust the rate. And for this, I want to play it as a fourth note. So if you can see, you can't see my MIDI controller, but I'm just holding down C, or I'll show you here on this. I guess it somehow lowered it the octave, which is interesting, so we'll play it here. All right, let's record it in. Another thing this works really well for is a hat. So I'm going to find a one-shot hat. I think I'll find it in, let's try here. Hi-hat. All right, so I'm going to take that, do the same thing, drag it into Quick Sampler Original, and I'm going to decide which hat I want. Let's hear how this one sounds. I like that, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to hold down Option, Control, Return. I'm going to go to Note Repeat, and now I'm going to change this to 16th notes. And something that's really cool is that if you click this button, you can now adjust your modulation wheel on your MIDI controller. So you're not going to be able to see me doing this at the same time, but here's my MIDI controller, and then here's my modulation. And as I play and move that at the same time, it's going to change the rate. How cool is that? So let me record something in. Super cool. Now let's add a snare. For the sake of time, we'll just go with that. Okay, so now the next thing is let's add some keys. So I'm just going to put on Alchemy. And I'll just do one of my favorites. All right, so you can either play in some chords or you can go to MIDI effects and go to chord trigger. And now you can just play one note on your MIDI controller. I'm going to show you here because you can't see. Command K. So if I go, oh, let's go up higher. That's already kind of cool. So I'm just going to record that in. Let's see if I just play it here. And something that's really cool, if you record it in like this, it's going to just play it out as one note, even though we know Logic is playing a lot. So what you can do is you can go over here and do record to MIDI track. And now, when I play it out, check it out. Now we actually have the MIDI information that we can mess around with. So I'm going to select all, press Q to quantize, and then I'm going to mess around with some of these notes. Anyways, that's one way you can enter in the chords. Or you can open up Chord Trigger. You can go over here and you can check out some of these presets. You can check out pop right hand. So that's kind of cool. Let's record some of those in. And then you could just go through and delete what you don't like. Let's check it out. And we can mess around with this. And then we can go over to View, or we can go over to Function, MIDI Transform, Humanize, to make it sound more natural. So basically, Humanize is going to slightly randomize the velocity and the pitch to make it sound more like a human. So the more times you click Select and Operate, the more changes it will slightly make. So, bum, bum. Now let's hear how it sounds. Another thing we can do is when we quantize this, just quantize it to 16th notes. And then you go down here, you can add a Q flam, which will spread out the notes ever so slightly to give it a fun effect. Let's check it out. And you can even do it the other way if you'd prefer. But I think I like it slightly this way. We'll just go with that. All right, now let's come up with a bass. I'm going to use Sculptor. I'm going to go over here. Let's just go to Type Bass. Why not? And let's try. So let's remember these notes. A, G, E, F. So you can either play it here. I'm just going to, since you guys can't see my MIDI controller, I'll show you here. Okay, cool. And if you want, you can try doing it like this. You can go Option, Control, Return, open up Note Repeat. We're going to keep this off. We're going to go to, let's try fourth note. So just so you can see what I'm playing here, I'm just going like this. It's kind of repeating it for me, but let me just play this in. Pretty cool. Very hot. We can make these a little less. Then we can add just like a little note. let me show you one other cool little trick that you can do that you may not have thought of when you're writing new songs is you can actually stack chord trigger and the arpeggiator. You can actually stack any of those. And you can also add record to MIDI track here. So when you're playing out these chords, let's go to pop chords again, pop right hand, okay? So let's go to pop right hand. And also we need to add an instrument. Let's go with alchemy. Let's go with these bells that I like. So now, let's just record something in. And then you can see it all here. Let's re-record that one. Let's see if we can find something better. And yeah, because we also had this record to MIDI track there, you can actually go through and edit these to your liking. So to join these, we're just going to press J to join, Command A, go over to Function, go over to MIDI Transform, Humanize, select and operate a few times, and bam. Anyways, I hope you got some new ideas to use Logic to inspire you and to help you create more. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.